Hi, my name is Priscilla Green, and I did a journal article review of Symposia Beginning Teacher Study Development of Inclusive Practice. And it was inclusive education in Canada, actually. But the research expanded across the world. They went everywhere with this research. Now, first, the overview of the article and the theory of the authors as well as myself is just every child has to be reached. And we need to do as much as we can to professionally develop ourselves and also develop the children in our classroom, develop each other until everyone is working on the same accord that we're trying to reach every child every time. And what we're working on as educators is doing so. Now, the author's perspectives and opinions they basically want they want the readers to see that there has been extensive research. There's also been a lot of practice and a lot of reflection that goes with the information that they've presented inside of this article. They went from, as I said earlier, from country to country, from state to state, from mostly the research was done with 12 to 14-year-olds. Some 15-year-olds did some early education towards the end of the article, trying to make sure that we understand there's a cognitive learning process and we all move along cognitively through life. Now, this is a global issue and it's a global symposium. It leads up to something pretty huge, and I'm actually pretty excited to try to find out where the rest of the article and the rest of the other journals are going to lead into. But I enjoyed the detailed research, the format, and I would actually that's one of the implications for inside of my classroom since I'm the reading interventionist, and they had an interventionist model. They had working with children with IDD, autism, Down syndrome, so many different ways to get around what we call obstacles inside of the classroom, well, the general education classroom and, well, the ESC classrooms as well. Now, it supports and encourages me to fill my classroom with heterogeneous groups, games and puzzles, high parent engagement and class discussions, as well as team activities. Being a facilitator in the reading intervention realm works because in my classroom, when I had my classroom in previous years, we did exactly the same things, took exactly the same steps, and just like it worked for those kids then, it works for so many more now. Now, when it gets here to the final, I love this because I typed in cognitive, and this is one of the pictures that came up, and it's awesome because as I speak through most of well, a lot of some of the presentation, but I keep bouncing back to without saying Thessalonians 5. First Thessalonians 5, chapter 5, did a lot of explaining how we are we have to support each other. We have to work together and we can't down each other to get anything done. For progression to come from everyone, we have to bind. And just like they had the children playing together and the children having social activities and children on webcams and text to talk and things like this to make them to make something click, a gear in their brain, but it's also sharing with you. This picture says so much for the article. I just had to pick it. I mean, I didn't find it at the end, but that's okay. I really hope you guys enjoy this article. When you look at it, like I said, it is a symposium beginning teacher study development of inclusive practice, inclusive education in Canada is a journal of intellectual disability research, and it's volume 63, issue 7. So, I mean, we're all here going through a cognitive process. We're all here, we go from baby steps to bigger steps to jumps and leaps and bounds. And that's just like with the brain. It goes from baby steps to, from crawling to baby steps to jumps to leaps to bounds. And it can happen with every single child in the classroom if we focus our attention on being better educators, better facilitators, better people all around. All right. Thank you so much. My name is Priscilla Green, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend.